Greninja is a fast, high mobility Pokemon with a sick combo game. Good range and good kill power with his water swords, a good recovery, and an amazing tech chasing game. He'll also generally stay at a low profile while dashing around and attacking, which makes him harder to hit. His main weakness is his slow out of shield game, being one of the worst in the game with even a slower and inefficient grab. This means that most of the time he'll try to unshield for a down tilt, roll, and the majority of the time jump out of shield, which leaves him open to getting anti-aired once it's predictable. He'll mainly focus on controlling you with shurikens to stale your mobility and dash around to whiff punish you with dash attack and dash down tilt to start combos. And as much as whiff punishing is his primary focus, he'll also need to balance out, finding anti-airs with back air, short hop up air drag downs, full hop forward airs, and even up tilt and up smashes as they fall on top of you. Whiff punishing and anti-airing can't be the only plays however. Knowing how to pressure with low landed and well spaced forward airs, low landed neutral airs that cross up, back air cross-ups, and even down tilt shield pressure is really important, as if you keep dashing to wait for a whiff punish or anti-air, your opponent will start overshooting their approach to punish where you want to dash away rather than where you are. Obviously, this is also where Greninja can choose to dash away another step or jump to be ready to punish from above, which risks him getting anti-aired. He does have good airspeed and fast fall, so he's able to stand at typical burst range distance where he'd be able to find a dash attack whiff punish, but instead choose to jump in from far away with a forward air and still choose to space it. He does also have one of the highest full hops and double jumps in the game, to help him out in not getting anti-aired consistently. This means that once you safely pressure his shield with a landed aerial, you'll mostly follow it up with a full hop, a tilt, or a dash away. Dash away allowing you to whiff punish if they pressed an option, or anti-air if they jump, while full hopping allows you to land with things like down air or neutral air for whiff punishes and kill confirms depending on whether you hit the initial sweet spot or late sour spot of the move. In other words, shield as little as possible unless you're aiming for a parry. He'll also have a pretty bad dash grab, and it's typically better to dash and release his stick to skid into a standing grab, or do a dash walk into a grab. Dash walk can be easily done by dashing at the same time as you C-stick down or up real quick and then grab. As for shurikens, whether you stand and throw it, short hop throw it, or full hop throw is up to you, as well as if you want to throw uncharged, slightly charged ones, or a fully charged one to try conditioning your opponent to shield, jump, and move at your pace, and then try to play on whiff punishing, anti-airing, or landing aerial pressure. Shurikens are also used just before landing to stall a tiny bit and mix up your timing, as well as you can be reversed for landing mix-ups. If you shield a fully charged shuriken from long range distance, Greninja should be able to move in with it and grab or dash attack. Just be careful as throwing it from too close can be reflected, but throwing it from further away should be just fine. Just keep in mind that dash attack is generally not safe against shield. It can cross up at close range against a few slim characters, but it can still be punished if they predict it and act fast. And in a lot of matchups with slower options in front, you could substitute it with dash forward tilt instead, or dash down tilt to try dodging their quick aerials and even mix up jab pressure, to keep the opponent guessing on what they will be blocking so that they don't know what to punish with. Greninja's combo game is pretty unique and reactionary based. Being ready to confirm off of a tilt, aerial, or dash attack is super important, as well as knowing how to instantly roar back air for combo finishers. This can be done by, for example, flicking right, left, jump, and immediately back air behind you. And if you have a shoulder button set to jump, you could also flick right, left, and press shoulder button jump into C-stick for the aerial. Being able to do this with a full hop is really important as well. Your best combo starter will always be dash attack, since it'll lead into your best combo routes. Other key combo starters are neutral air, forward air, mostly because they lead into dash attack, as well as up tilt and the close range hit of down tilt at high percents, as it'll kill confirm at the right percents if reacted to immediately. Dash attack will mainly lead into up smash at low percents, back airs, and up airs, which you can choose to drag down with as well by fast falling during the hits and set up into a tech situation, which will be talked about more later. Connecting the up air will most likely not work if they DI out, however, which is generally the kind of DI you'll want against Greninja. Anyways, if you drag down floatier opponents, you'll be able to up tilt and reset the drag down multiple times until you feel like you want to end the combo. At higher percents, around 80 or 90, Greninja will be able to set up a dash attack into a potential up air drag down and still try covering all the tech options. If they tech in place, he'll still have time to finish his jab. If they tech roll away or towards you, you can try reacting with dash attack. Once you hit really high percents, you'll be able to connect a dash attack into an instant jump double jump forward air. This is done by immediately pressing jump jump attack with quick timing. It's barely a true combo, so if they jump or air dodge, it'll more than likely be too slow and you'll still punish them, and even if they dodge it, you'll still be able to potentially frame trap. Or you can just try to read the air dodge as well as read the double jump. And obviously punishing DI away will be the hardest, but you could also try to go for full hop back air to try scoring and kill. If you land neutral air really low on shield, you should be able to jump away from grabs as well as dash away from grabs and attacks as long as they don't have extremely quick options out of shield. Otherwise, you can also down tilt, jab, or shield if you cross them up. Landing the initial hit of neutral air should always be followed up with a dash attack. You could go for a direct forward tilt and force a tech setup, and if you opted for drag downs against specifically normal weight characters, you could also choose to end it with a forward tilt to set up for a tech situation to check if they are ready. You could also try to neutral air into a jab to try setting up immediate tech chases against fast fallers. Once you hit mid percents, you'll be able to combo into an aerial, as well as a slightly delayed neutral air and then finish it off with forward air. This is also where the long-lasting sour spot of neutral air will be relevant, as it'll let you combo into tilts, smashes, up smash to kill, forward air to kill, as well as drag down mix-ups. There will be certain moments where you'll actually anti-air a jump with neutral air and then it won't combo into dash attack, but instead either an up tilt or back air. Spacing a forward air on shield gives you just enough shield damage for follow-up neutral air to shield poke. Forward air won't combo into anything unless you hit it at very low percents into dash attacks. Otherwise, it'll mostly be used to pressure opponents already at the corner and shielding to try scoring kills, as landing and spacing forward air into a dash away will allow you to avoid punishes and hit them back, cover rolls on reaction, and try contesting jump on reaction too. If they stay where they are, you could always try to pressure some more, use a shuriken, grab, or still try to read jumps and rolls. Back air can be used as a mix-up on shield while attempting a cross-up, as it's fairly safe, and if it hits, it'll set up into a tech situation. At high percents, you could also land with only one hit of back air and true combo into tilts and smashes, or hit 2 hits of back air into down tilt up smash. Otherwise, it'll be his most reliable aerial off stage because of how long it lasts, as well as you can attempt to try stage spiking with it. Up air will also drag down opponents onto platforms for true combos and tech chases, which can allow you to find kills with up smash. The half charged shuriken at burst range can allow you to combo into dash attack, as well as the fully charged shuriken at burst range will combo into aerials. At higher percents, this move will mostly only launch off stage for potential back airs or shadow sneak to punish opponents mashing, and even reading air dodges. Down air will be done after a footstool, or it'll be the one aerial mix-up to change the pace of the game, as it's semi-safe against shield since once you bounce on their shield, you'll be able to jump in any direction. Down tilt will basically only combo into jab at starting percents, and at mid percents it'll connect into back air, and against bigger body characters it can lead into a dash attack instead. At high percents, to kill confirm with down tilt you'll want to hit the closer inner hitbox, so hit with the tip of the down tilt and there is no combo. But obviously you could always try to aim for punishing air dodge as well as double jumps away if that's something that you read. And if they're mashing attack, you can pretty much up smash. Once down tilt up smash is out of percent, it'll start connecting to a short hop or full hop forward air instead. Down tilt will also set up for tech situations at high percents. Either you read their tech option with up smash or even better shadow sneak, since it'll cover missed techs, tech in place, and tech roll away. Up tilt will be decent at catching landings as well as rolls into you if predicted. It actually has a pretty good disjoint and won't end up trading sometimes like up smash would, and will lead into up airs until high percents where it can even kill confirm if you up tilt on a platform. Forward tilt will be used on occasion to try simply walling an opponent out while grounded and see if they're ready for a tech situation at low percents. His smashes have nice disjoints, making it great for punishing obvious double jumps in or ledge options. On occasion, as a mix-up, he'll go for grabs if the opponent is too stubborn, shielding. Up throw leading into up airs, starting around 40%. DIOA might help you avoid the combo, but Greninja can still try to attempt a frame trap as well. Down throw can lead into a rock, paper, scissor play at low percents between punishing air dodge, attacks, or jump. So if you read the opponent's tensing up and double jumping away, it can lead into a quick dash in forward air to try killing them early off stage. If they DI in at mid percent, it can combo into a back air, unless you're playing against bigger body characters, in which case it'll true combo. Otherwise, up throw will kill at extremely high percents, and forward throw or back throw will be used to launch opponents off stage. Shadow Sneak is his surprise move to try stealing his stock. Pressing side B quickly will allow Greninja to disappear and reappear with a kick. If you hold the B button, you'll start seeing your shadow move forward at a pretty fast speed. And if you keep holding the button, it'll stay around for roughly a second at max range. Obviously, you can release this at any point. Release in front of him and he'll do a front kick that sends them horizontally. Release it while turned around and he'll do a back kick that sends them more diagonally. And if you release behind them, it'll always be a back kick. While prepping for the Shadow Sneak, you can only move or jump. No shielding or attacking, and your movement and mobility will be slightly staggered. A recommendation is to use a shoulder button to jump so it's easier to jump while holding the B button. So if you're sent off stage and drift forward, then prep for the Shadow Sneak. There will obviously be no shadow to keep track of, but it'll slightly slow down your momentum, which can give it away, but it'll still work as a decent recovery mix-up. Just be careful to not be too obvious with it. You'll also be able to release the ledge, prep for Shadow Sneak and wall jump or wall cling to try sneaking into the middle. It'll also be a neat mix-ups with platforms, or during the advantage state to catch landings, catch them sleeping in the air, catch them panicking, and so on. Be careful how you use this move, however, as if it whiffs or hits a shield, it'll be very punishable. For whatever reason, Greninja is the only character that can parry anything, and I mean anything, literally, by normally parrying and then mashing side B, and then input a punish just after the last parried hit. Substitute is a counter that won't scale depending on the power of the move, so countering anything can kill at high percents, as well as you have intangibility during the initial counter kick. The range of the counterattack is roughly this big, basically within burst range. If you counter anything from too far away, you can try to hold towards the opponent to attempt to punish. If you counter and the opponent is within this circle, however, you'll be able to hold any direction on the stick to kick them from different directions. Holding upwards will always kill the earliest unless they are closer to the edges, in which case you want to kick them off stage. You can also go to diagonal angles to try avoiding punishes. If it hits, however, and you read them holding in, you can potentially catch them off guard with a forward air. And if they're at the right percent, you could potentially lead it into up airs as well. Otherwise, the upwards angle can be used to recover against projectiles. Against a very few amount of recoveries, if you have time, you might be able to hold down and spike them, but this won't work if they are too close to the ledge. Instead, it'll be better to hold towards the stage and try stage spiking, since you don't want to generally end up off stage from kicking forwards, as again, it'll only work against a few specific recoveries. Countering straight down or diagonally down will let you bounce off the ground and mix up the opponent by double jumping before landing. You'll mostly be holding down to try cancelling your counter kick once you counter a projectile from too far away. Countering recoveries further away from the ledge allows you to kick them from any direction. Diagonally down will usually be the better one than straight down, as there is a risk that you won't be able to recover if you kick them from under the ledge. You can run off the ledge and counter to slide out with it while stalling. And against moves with landing hitboxes, you could try to parry the first hit and then counter the second. Moves that last for a really long time can also be normally blocked, and then if you counter their hitbox, it will still trigger the counter kick. You could also potentially use this after a down air on shield, or to punish opponents mashing out of disadvantage for even earlier kills. After the counter, a log or a substitute spawns, which is just something that you can down air off of from mix-ups, as well as potentially extending your hitboxes while hitting it. Shadow sneaking it, for example, will make the move active for 20 frames instead of 2. So if you counter an opponent and they are off stage, you could try to down smash and extend your 2 framing hitboxes to at least 15 instead of 3 frames. This can be even better if you go off stage and kick towards the ledge to extend your hitbox 2 framing with Shadow Sneak. Obviously, this can also be used with things like up smash to extend the hitbox to catch regular get up, a few rolls, and kill them ledge jumping. Otherwise, you could try to launch the log off stage against very specific recoveries as well. Another form of edge guarding could be done with hydro pump. Knowing how to aim the water can be enough to gimp lots of recoveries. Normally, you'll shoot out 4 water bullets, and while airborne, you can go any direction halfway in, or just in one straight direction if you want as well. Pumping out water will be done in the opposite direction, so you could edgeguard by holding behind you and then down, or diagonally instead to push opponents out. Hydro Pump could also be cancelled off edges for mix-ups if spaced correctly. To learn more about it, check out the video in the description. Sometimes when recovering, you might bonk your head on the wall or the very edge, which will actually help you out on Kalos, as well as it makes your 2-frame hurtbox a bit smaller. The water could be used in the advantage state as a mix-up, but usually there would be better options. Otherwise, you could also use Hydro Pump in disadvantage to try mixing up your landings. Greninja will usually be going off stage with his back air. Most of his throws that launch off stage could potentially allow him to snipe you with a shuriken, since he can fall out with you and charge and even call you out on jumping early. And right after, you'll be able to recover with a diagonal hydro pump to push opponents away just in case for an easy edgeguard. For ledge trapping, Greninja will mostly be standing here and pressure with down tilts. With this down tilt pressure, he'll either dash away or full hop to punish from above. If he dashes away, he'll obviously be able to cover rolls with anything, and he might be able to whiff punish double jump in aggression, and potentially contest regular get-ups and get-up attacks with dash attacks or safely spaced back airs to lead them off stage for an edgeguard. Back air will usually be favored over forward air as it covers much more space and for longer, so it might also catch a ledge jump, while forward air is only worth it at really high percents where it'll kill, or if you really want to contest double jump in aggression before they land. If they ended up rolling in during forward air pressure, you could up tilt, and if they roll in during back air pressure, you could dash attack. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you liked it, and if you want to support my work, then please help me out on Patreon. And to all my Patreons, thank you so much for all the support. And feel free to come by my Twitch as I stream almost daily from 4 PM EST.